هلا انا جوا، بس مشان تكونوا بالصورة. اللي ماله زاير الغرفة من قبل، الغرفة مقززة والدخول طبعا ممنوع. بس الله يخلي لي أنكا، وهي حبت تشارك معكم يعني الغرفة، وكمان بس مشان يعني يكون لنا فرصة نشوفها، لأنه المتحف رح يسكر 14 سنة. فالمتحف الاسلامي في برلين يحتوي أحد أجمل الغرف العجمي في العالم، وهي غرفة أو الغرفة الحلبية. ومثل ما ذكرت بالفيديو الأول والثاني، هذا هلأ الثالث لسبب ما عم يخلص اللايف بعد شوية وقت. فمثل ما ذكرت، هاي الغرفة هلأ عم بيتم ترميمها من قبل أحد أهم خبراء العالم بالعجمي. بليز شوفوا الفيديوهات الأولى والثانية، لأنه وصفت كتير الغرفة وحكيت كتير عن التفاصيل يلي فيها، وعملت مقارنات للأقسام اللي ترممت ويلي عم تترمم ويلي ما ترممت. هلأ نحن موجودين مع أنكا. أنا كتير بتشكرها إنه هي سمحت لي صور لايف مشانكم. مثل ما تشوفوا هون إزاز ممنوع الدخول. طبعا الغرفة هون حاطين إلها، سوري إذا صوتي شوي عم ياخد ويعطي، بس أنا متحسسة. الغرفة هون حاطين إلها بتصور هن مثل البخاخات، بس مو بخاخات، شيء بيعدل الحرارة. هي أحد الآلات اللي بتعدل الحرارة، وعلى الطرف الثاني في شيء كمان كرمال حرارة الغرفة يتم الحفاظ على الألوان. هون أحد المراحل بترميم البانلز أو القطع الخشبية يلي مرسوم عليها رسومات العجمي. مثل ما ذكرت، أول شي بتعمله أنكا، وهذا طبعا مو مني الحكي، أنا تعلمته منه. هو بيتم إزالة الوسخ أو الغبرة يلي يعني تجمعت عبر السنين والأيام، وبعد ما يتم إزالتها بتصير أنكا بتظبط الألوان يلي ممكن يتم وضعها لحتى تعبي الفراغات الموجودة. طبعا هي الغرفة عمرها لا يقل عن 400 سنة. أنا هلأ بصور لكم تفاصيل، بصور لكم اللوحة اللي برا لحتى تشوفوها. أنا ذاكرتها من قبل، يعني شو عم تعمل أنكا، مو هي أنا عم كيف الترميم. تمام. فمثل ما ذكرت، أول مرحلة إزالة الطبقة يلي هي صار لها سنين وأيام. حارجيكم القطن. طبعا أنكا هون كتير شوب، يعني أنا بعتبرها بطلة. شوفوا شلون مغطية عيونها وحاطة، لأنه المواد اللي بتستخدمها هي ما لها صحية أبدا، فهي لازم تغطي حتى تمها. أنا بدي إياكم تشوفوا قديش صعب هذا الشغل. هون القطن أول شي بتاخد العصاية، هي أخذ عصاية عادية يمكن مثل اللي منشك فيها الششطة من دون تشابيه. بتاخد بتلفه بالقطن، تمام، وبتسحب بتقيم الوسخ كلهم شوي شوي. بتشتغل أنكا لتزيل الطبقة اللي فوق اللي هي طبقة الوسخ، وبعدين بتلون. بدي أرجيكم الريشة اللي بتشتغل فيها أنكا أو الريش. لاحظوا، شوفوا. يعني أنا ما عم شوفها بصراحة، ما بعرف إذا الكاميرا عم بينة هيك. بينت، شفتوا؟ ما بعرف، يعني مثل شعري. يعني أنكا الله يعطيكي العافية والله. يعني أنا يعني ما بعرف. مبسوطة يعني مبسوطة مبسوطة طايرة عقلها هي بس تسلموا ايديكي. شفتوا كيف بتكبها هون بترجع مرة تانية بتلف. انتي now you're removing the first layer.
Yeah, they put a varnish layer on it about 100 years ago. And it's like natural resin, ages by time.
Yes.
And becomes brittle. So it makes tension on the surface.
Okay.
So like if you know if your skin gets like so and the paint layer will just lose touch to the wood. So it will how to say it's very fragile.
Yes, yes. It will make the colors weaker also. So this is why you have to remove this first layer, the varnish. Okay.
Because it's a later addition anyhow. It's not original on the surface, the varnish. Because it's in all old glosses already. So
Yes.
it's clear.
Yes, we see this in many Damascene rooms, unfortunately. People add varnish believing that it will protect the wood from the insects and protect the color. But in reality, it's the exact opposite. You are harming the color and you are kind of choking the colors because you are taking its natural colors. So it has to be exposed to oxygen and you are locking this in and it will harm the color in the end. This is why, like you said, it will... not really wrinkle, but
it's kind of wrinkle.
Yes, chemically.
Because it loses by time. It loses like flexible parts of the varnish, and it gets more brittle, like real.
And hardens. Yeah. And this harms.
And then the thing is that the wood always reacts on humidity. You know, it's never dead.
Yes, of course, it expands and it's exactly.
And if the layer
exactly.
is too thick and too stiff on the surface, then you cannot move with it anymore. And because usually the paint layers in Damascus on these rooms are very, very thin.
So they can expand. It's not gonna.
If it's, you know, if it's like 1-2 layers of varnish, the whole package gets just too stiff, and then it loses.
The elasticity, and therefore what happens is that it starts to detach, just like we see in here. We see slacks of detachment and fading colors because they will fall off. We saw a lot of this. Okay.
Because when I started working here 20 years ago, half of the surface was loose.
Okay, 20 years ago. Okay, سمعتوا؟ صار لها 20 سنة. بليز أنا لازم أحكي عن هذا الموضوع. الولاء اللي أنكا عندها يا لهي الغرف ما له طبيعي. 20 سنة. On or off, I know. On or off.
The first thing we had to do before I can remove the varnish, I need to fix it back to the wood because otherwise it will just fly away.
Exactly. So اللي عم تقوله.
Like, we call it consolidation. So we put like glue, a very special glue between the paint layer and the wood.
Okay.
So it penetrates between.
Okay.
And then I have like a very tiny iron. I can show it to you. It's very tiny.
Okay.
In Japanese paper, and I really iron it.
Oh, so that it attaches to the wood and to the color and reconnects.
Because that's the only way to do it.
To save these rooms.
Yeah, and we did this in the room in Dresden as well as in many others.
Yeah.
Because you need to have a glue that ages gently as well. It does not get brittle by time as well because you would never get it out again. So it's a lot of chemistry. Yeah,
it's a lot of chemistry. And a lot of love and a lot of time and a lot of hard work, which I really appreciate, and I no words can thank you.
No, I'm just so grateful that I can sit here and work because my heart is just melting every day when I can do that. You know, going so close with glasses and magnifier, we can see really the mastership of the artisans, of the artists. It's just breathtaking. Even talking, I get goosebumps.
Wallah, ya Anka, me looking at this, I have goosebumps also because the dedication and the detail and the love and the craftsmanship, and there is something walking here. Should we get it off?
It's just a little.
It's okay?
It's a little fly.
Okay, it's gone. Tamam.
It's summer here.
Okay, can you tell us what were the original paint colors made of? Someone's asking. Organic material?
especially this panel, you see like a green background.
Yes.
It's actually covered, if you look here, it's covered by tin foil first, qasdir.
Really?
Yeah, the whole thing is covered by qasdir first.
Ah.
Then it got this very bright green glaze. It's made by cooking oil and copper ions together. So it makes this very bright green, it's called glaze.
Nice.
It's like a lacquer.
Okay.
And then all the details are painted.
Okay. And the
It's lead white.
lead white.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vermilion, the red is vermilion.
Vermilion.
Yeah, it's both pigments that has been used since antique times.
Wow.
So it's very old. And the blue, for example, it's lazoward.
I expected.
Yeah.
Because this was the popular pigment used even many painters in Europe also.
But this is the natural one.
Exactly.
This is round gemstone.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, yes. I read once that it was only the high class painters were able to use during the Renaissance
Yeah, it was even
this
more,
pigment. Very expensive and very rare. Exactly, more expensive than
for
gold.
certain periods of time.
Yes,
If
yes.
you look at the room, how much is...
It's so much blue. It's a lot of blue.
It's amazing. I mean, here...
من اللازورد من اللازور دي.
Yeah, this is pure lazoward.
Wow.
This is crazy. Look at this, you know. I mean, it's just crazy.
And this here also. يعني شوفوا كمية الأزرق
And you know,
قديش كان حق الغرفة. Is there an estimation of how much the room cost? Do you think? Like if we want to try to understand how much it costs today. Not the antiquity cost, but I mean if you were to live 400 years ago.
10 million
10 million what?
to pay for the material as well as for the...
10 million euros?
Yeah.
So people paid this much for such a room?
At least.
Back
At least.
سمعتوا؟ كانت هيك غرف تكلف 10 مليون يعني بهديك الأيام. People were rich, no?
It was one of the wealthiest merchants of its time, that's pretty clear. Just looking at other houses, I mean, the more you, how to say, the wealthier you are,
The more you add,
course,
yes.
Commission, of course.
Of course, of course.
He was a samsar.
سمسار. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
كان
far as I understood, he was like a silk broker, like a broker for the silk trade.
Okay, silk trade broker, then that's a lot of money. Oh, a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
And it was the most important room of his house.
Yes.
So everything they could afford, they would spend on the reception room for guests.
Exactly. Exactly. Wow. Wow.
And the fascinating thing with the living room is that each panel is made in a different technique. Because as I said here, it's covered with metal foil first.
Oh, really? Each panel.
Yeah, and this one, for example, where we have the blue background, if you go close, you will see it. It's covered first with a light blue paint. It's actually indigo and gypsum. Indigo is Nile, I think.
Indigo Neely, you mean? Yeah, Neely.
Yeah. This natural plant.
Yeah, yeah.
Like our jeans are made from.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they used it as make a light blue background.
Uh-huh.
Then they gilded and painted every detail. And the last step was actually what we see as blue background using the lazoward. So just leaving out any single detail. If you go close, you can see it. So they painstakingly painted just the background surrounding every detail.
Wow.
Can you imagine how much time it would take? It's crazy. And if you go to the red panels, they are made by, you can see the orange first. Then a very thin layer of red, the vermilion. Here, you can see still some of it. Then it got a transparent glaze, so like a transparent lacquer that it's bright, shiny red. And then they painted all the details. But if you look close, you see that all the blues are painted on like a first light blue, and then the bright blue on top.
Then they add the
figures you can see they are painted twice at least.
Wow.
Because
So
if you want to cover like a bright red, you need something to cover it first.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
the blue looks bright blue because otherwise it would be brownish.
Ah, yes, because of the wood in the background.
Yeah, just shine
اوكي
through.
اوكي طبقتين. معظم هي اللوحات اللي عم تشوفوها هي عبارة عن طبقتين من الألوان أو الدهان. يعني هلا هون آلة قصدير حسب اللون يلي نحن أو الفنان اللي عمل الغرفة حب يستوحي أو يستخدم. فإذا الأخضر فهو قصدير، الازرق طبقتين والاحمر كمان في طبقه تحت منه لحتى تظهر الالوان بهي الطريقه، والا مثل ما شرحت انكا رح يكون اللون دايركت موجود على الخشب، رح يعطي لون بني، ما حيبين مثل ما هو المفروض يبين. amazing صراحه amazing.
That's why for me, looking with a microscope, I did all the things 20 years ago was just breathtaking to
wow.
see,
how
clever they were.
أذكياء genius.
It's really genius.
goodness.
Yeah, it's just
it's different. it's مو مثل اليوم يعني. طبعا اليوم اكيد كل الاحترام لكل اللي عم بيحيوا المهنه. انا مالي خبيره، ما بعرف كيف الطرق والاساليب اللي عم بيتم الرسم والالوان فيها، بس اللي عم بسمعه اليوم عم بخليني اقول يعني شابو لكل شخص عم يشتغل بهي المهنه، وشابو للماضي اللي كان عن جد ما بيشبه اليوم. فهي الغرف فعلا هي لها قيمة إنسانية، تاريخية، فنية، تراثية. حتى الإنسان، عبقرية الإنسان واضحة جدا بهي الأعمال. ومثل ما ذكرت أنكا، هن كانوا عم يستخدموا الميكروسكوب لحتى يشوفوا الطبقات ويفهموا كيف الفنان السوري ودمشقي، أنا يعني حسب ما فهمت إنه اللي رسموا هي الغرفة في منهم دمشقيين، كيف استوحوا، كيف قدروا يخلقوا قطعة كاملة متكاملة بالخبرة اللي عندهم. أنا هذا كتير بحبه، هذا الطاووس رائع رائع بصراحة، رائع. ما في شكرا أنكا، عم تضل تحط الضوء مشان تشوفوا جمال الغرفة يعني. شكرا كتير عن جد، كتير شكرا.
I want to explain something else because
إيه
if you don't,
قوليلي. of
it
course.
was like in restoration in 1960.
Okay.
So like 50-70 years ago.
Okay. من 70 سنة تقريبا صار ترميم.
Yeah, at this time people did not know that much
Okay.
about how many different colors were used. And if you look at this panel, for example, you can see the wood more or less. And you can see like a little bit silver here, which is again qasdir, the tin foil. And in few spots you can see that the tin foil was covered with a yellow lacquer, so it looked golden.
Oh.
But if you use the wrong solvent, they removed the varnish together with the original lacquer without noticing it. So we have several panels also on the main wall where the original, surface decoration is lost. And that's why, when people ask me what to use, I cannot tell them use this mixture, because on each part of the painted surface it reacts differently. It would harm some and it would just not harm some others. But because the mixtures that the original artisans used varied so much, they mixed sometimes glue and egg.
Yeah, they knew the chemistry.
Exactly, they knew the chemistry, and that's why it's so important to have really like a deep knowledge on these historic techniques in order not to destroy them. Yeah. And even 10 years ago, when working already 15 years on these rooms, I would not have been brave enough to touch it. I was just, the responsibility.
عم تسمعوا؟ ايه، عم تحس بمسؤولية كبيرة تجاه هاي الغرفة. عم تقلي 15 سنة وأنا على أعصابي إنه هاي الغرفة ما لها مثل أي غرفة، لازم الواحد كتير ينتبه، لأنه مو كل الغرف مثل بعضها، ومو كل حالة مثل نفس الحالة، ومو كل قطعة مثل ما شرحت قبل شوي إنه هي تم ترميمها من فترة، من تقريبا بالسبعينات، خلينا نقول من 50-60 سنة، ورمموها بطريقة غلط. ولما بيصير الترميم خطأ للأسف نحن بنخسر. شايفين الخشب شلون طالع؟ أنا ما حقدر بس بدي أرجيكم. شايفين الخشب؟ بسبب الترميم الخاطئ خسرنا جزء كبير من هي اللوحة.
Yeah, I can show you one of the few spots where it's still there.
Okay. يعني يسلموا إيديها. Everyone's saying thank you. People are very happy. Thank you حبيبة قلبي أنتي. No worries. برجع بقول لكم الغرفة كتير شو حاطين هدول مشان يصير في رطوبة صح بالغرفة.
You see the yellow here?
Okay.
Still a little bit, I think you can see it.
Yeah.
If you go close. So it looked like gold originally.
It looks like gold,
yeah.
صح. This is because they put the liquor over the foil. Yeah?
The paint, the whole thing is krasdir first, and then the yellow glaze, so it looked golden, and then they painted. And the yellow lacquer is under each single flower still preserved, so it's clear it was golden. It's not, you know.
Oh, you can see here the yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And with a microscope, you can see it under each single flower still. So, and the same here. So you should imagine these panels looking like gold.
Seriously looking, yeah.
And the funny thing is, on the back side of the panels, it's written which ground color they should get.
Really?
Yeah, I can show you. Because most of it's red, you can see. But when you imagine how they made these hundreds of panels in the carpenter's workshop, they need to know which panel should get which
color and which
ground color. So all the things that get a red ground, like this one, for example, which is red, has
no writing because it's.
But this has dahab on the back side.
Really?
Yeah.
أخضر دهب. And أبيض.
Yeah. So it's very interesting to see how the workshop was organized, and how efficient, you know.
Yeah.
It's quite a complex thing, you know. You have so many patterns, so many designs, but if you organize your artisan's workshop, you need to tell the people, okay, make this panel blue, green, blah blah blah. Make these panels all red, you know. Imagine you organize your workshop, you have like 20 people waiting in the morning. What should we do today?
Yeah.
So, and that's why it's really fascinating to see.
Oh wow. اوكي كل البانلز مثل ما ذكرت محطوط وراها الا اللي لون احمر مكتوب وراهم شو اللون اللي الاساسي بكل بانل. يعني شيء مكتوب عليه ابيض، شيء مكتوب عليه اخضر، شيء مكتوب عليه ذهبي. Now there's a question here. Is this بيت غزالة or بيت الوكيل? بيت وكيل. But the Ghazali owned it at some state, at some point.
There was another one in Beit Ghazali.
There's another one in Beit Ghazali. Okay.
As far as I know, it's destroyed.
Oh, so the one from Beit Ghazali is destroyed.
As far as I know. And this was sold in 1912.
1912.
From Wakil family.
Okay, so this one is Beit Wakil. Okay, Beit Wakil.
The original owner who made it, I mean, we have two inscriptions.
Yeah.
Isa ibn
Butros. So the family is Butros and Wakil.
Yeah, Wakil bought it later, obviously. I mean, when it was made 400 years ago, it was not Wakil family yet.
Okay.
But as you know, houses were
resold.
Yeah.
Okay, so Butros and Wakil.
Yeah.
Okay, and Ghazali is gone. No, but I think you're right because I was looking through the book. Yeah. Okay.
You should ask like Rami or.
Yeah, I should ask.
I don't want to say. Like,
No, you might be right, but I have to check. I think I said Ghazali by accident because they were asking me, is this Ghazali or Wakil? So I'm like, no, this is Wakil, guys. And if I said something wrong, I apologize. But I was looking at the book today. This is why. And I told them I'm taking my medication, so I have sensitive. So it's So any other questions? Okay, last question. This room was made by people from Aleppo or from Damascus?
Nobody knows. What we see in the design is that it's a person who had knowledge in Persian miniature paintings. Because a lot of things
exactly
you can see like in book paintings of that time or miniature paintings. And I'm also convinced that these workshops who made these rooms, that they had like pattern books. Because when talking to the owner, you need to show something.
Exactly. Examples of your work or.
You want to have this design,
okay.
Or what shall we paint on your walls? It's not just by talking. I'm sure they had like some paper.
I think
choose from.
probably maybe panels, examples, possibly.
I think
No,
just like
paper.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Have we found any?
no, but these how to say album pages exist. You know,
Okay.
they're also sold.
Okay.
But as far as I know, like collection of like an old workshop survived, because these rooms fell out of use in the mid-19th century. People, you know, the taste changed.
Of course, people wanted something more modern, something that wasn't so exhausting to take care of,
exactly.
and these panels need continuous renovation and conservation.
Why also
People sold them out.
for example,
Exactly, 100%. And I mentioned this in my video, that these pieces were sold. So nothing taken, these pieces were sold. Yes.
I mean, it's like today, if you buy a house or if you inherit it from your
Of course, of course.
you don't keep everything.
No, of course not. Of course not. We were talking about this today. How people throw away stuff or sell stuff that they don't need and they don't need anymore. So this is just it. And this is the bright side of the museum.
Yeah. And this is what I like about it, or many of my student friends like, that everybody can go to these museums and can have a look at it.
Yes.
I mean, you can see how many people are here.
Yeah. Guys,
Thousands of people every day. And
there's always,
because when working here, I see some of them, they just stand here 20 minutes, just watching, watching the room.
No, I think they're watching both, Habibti. To be honest, just you working is brilliant. Now, standing from here, when the light hits the wall, they shine like they're gold and like they're silver. يعني ما بعرف إذا مبين معكم، أنا هلا الضوء عم يضرب على هي البانل تحديدا، عم تلمع كأنه قطعة ذهب، كأنه إسوارة ذهب، just like a gold bracelet. عن جد كأني أنا عم بطلع على إسوارة ذهب. هل الخشب المستخدم هو الجوز؟ Are these walnut wood or is there a different?
Cedar.
Cedar. Ariz. So the missing rooms were usually made of ariz?
Poplar. Because this is Aleppo.
Ah.
Trees surrounding Aleppo, it's
Okay, so depending on the okay, and the ones in Damascus are mostly
poplar.
what's poplar in Arabic?
Khur.
Khur. Okay.
I was wondering a long time, you know, being a conservator and being trained as a carpenter 30 years ago, I was wondering why they use like kind of cheap poplar.
Yeah, you would ask yourself, poplar is cheap, but wouldn't you worry?
Considered to be cheap, but then I discovered, you know, years later, because I was sure. I mean, we did chemical analysis of the wood type.
Tamam.
So we found many rooms made from poplar in Damascus.
Yeah.
And there was one